Is Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. It is for a lot of folks the start of the work week here, and as far as the real estate market goes, it has been busy here. This past weekend here, we did see 28 new listings hit the market here in the Aurora general area. As far as those that came off the market, in other words, they closed, and there's other situations such as canceled or expired listings, but just talking about those that successfully closed, 28. So 28 in and 28 out. So did the inventory grow? It did not, right? As far as interest rates go, last week's jobs report did make interest rates climb up 7% to the national average. As of this morning here, Tuesday now, interest rates are at 6.95. So it's not super scary. So that's just the number that, again, we are all used to this at this point here, at 6.95. All right. So as far as the general Aurora area goes, the trend has been that we've been around 285 to 315. Today we're at 302. If you want any information on any properties available, DM me. Investor, are you looking for an off-market deal right now? Well, I got something for you here in this little short. However, right now, as far as the Aurora general area goes, the update for today, that is Tuesday, June 10th, 2025, goes like this. As of those properties that have possible good cash flow monthly, the answer to the question is how many are available? The answer is only one possible one, and that's on Walnut Avenue here. Now, it's temporarily no-show status at the moment, but it does look like it has $300 cash flow monthly if available. Other than that, no other homes on the market currently would have a good return on your investment in the market as of right now. Now, I will look at some of those that do come up in the market later today and do the calculation. As far as what I can provide for you, I've personally driven about 96 properties here in the Aurora area that seem to be good leads as far as just good vacant homes in the area, okay? On top of that too, I know of 3 off markets. One of them already got under contract in the area. So if you want some more information about any of these properties that I'm talking about right here, DM me and I will let you know. I'm telling you, I don't have a weekend, man. All weekend long, I am just anxious. And once I get this headset on my head here, that's when anxiety goes away. That's when I can relax and be ready to make calls and make more connections all week long. That's how I feel. Call number 39, and already someone is looking to sell. All right, just pulling up this information here on a property that was listed about 4 days ago here in the area. The property is on 160 North Root Street here. It's 218. The asking price, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet. Now, the description doesn't give you a lot of details, but it looks like this property does need some work. My estimates is if it costs $50K or so, even to rehab this property, according to my numbers here, right there, if it was for $270, the whole repair and purchase of property, you're still looking at about a $2,000 or so monthly payment. And according to my information here, this property can rent for about $2,400 a month. So this property here on Root Street might be a good potential deal for somebody that's looking to make the move. If you want more information or you want to see the property, obviously let me know here and I can set that up for you. 72 calls in, 2 leads. Next one is a buyer. 6 to 12 month buyer, but a lead nonetheless. Question is, how do you fight the spam label? Sometimes people might mark it as spam, even a text message. And so my answer to that question would probably be just be more specific, be more direct, be more natural, right? Don't sound robotic. Don't sound like you are some telemarketer, right? We all know the words that they use often. You want to just make sure not to say those things. So I think just being more direct, more specific, and that way you could try to find out that spam label if you have one of those. 30777-4597, and we can talk further on this, okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day. All right. Actually, right now as well, I was on the phone with another agent. We saw a property on Saturday, and though the property seemed too high in price, I see that it's still in the market here in the multiple listing services. So I said, you know what? Why not just reach out and see if there's any wiggle room in their offer and see if they would accept an offer that's not the price that they have listed. So it looks like there is a little bit of wiggle room and there's motivation on their side to sell. So I'm going to try to see if I can work a deal here for my buyer who saw this property just several days ago, and try to just stir up some motivation in them. So that's literally what I'm doing. I'm cold calling folks here. I'm trying to set up a deal for one of my buyers from a previous showing, and we'll see. Hopefully we get another offer accepted. Open to getting an offer for this property. Give me a call back here at 630-7. It's nice to have nice clients, those that appreciate the hard work that you do. Right now, I just ended up having a deal canceled on me. After all the work that I did as far as getting their property listed and up on the market and sold and canceled with another buyer and then re-upload it in a higher price and found a buyer at a higher price, and then I took this seller out to go see some properties There was nothing for this buyer, and eventually I found the property. I worked out a deal that was improbable, and I still made it happen. Made a call. They didn't want to pay the buyer brokers in this side, and so in the selling side, right? So they just wanted to pay my side, and that was it. Even though after the fact the earnest money was delivered, after the fact that the contract was signed, everything was done, and still it didn't work out. It's supposed to cancel everything. So sometimes it happens, and that's why it's good to have somebody out here who we can reach and call upon and just, put a smile on your face, man. So I love real estate. It's really cool, though. Have you ever got this objection, realtor? Someone over the phone says to you, hey, I'm just going to wait until prices drop before I make a move. Well, how about this? I told them, hey, you know what? I actually spoke with a person right now that is looking to sell their house at $250, but because they haven't sold it in 2 weeks, they dropped the price by $15,000. Isn't that what you're looking for? I said, any moment, any house can drop their price. Don't just wait for some magical crashing of the market. You know what? As far as inventory goes and buyers go, that's what, is going to happen. They're going to increase the price if there's a lot of demand. But if the property sits in the market for a long time, don't be surprised if prices drop then, okay? So anyway, that's a cool little objection handler you can have there for yourself. So there's some talk today about inventory hitting highs, and even on YouTube I find some videos about some people celebrating that the inventory levels are at 2019 levels and we should all rejoice and hit the streets. Well, what's really going on here in the real estate market in the Aurora area with a specific buyer that are looking for detached homes here in the area? Are those numbers the same? Let me flip this over for you, show you some statistics and data. This line right there, you see that right there? It's the inventory levels. We're at 384 homes. But if you look back at 2019, see the levels? That's 2019, around that much. So back then in this area was 1662 and even peaked at 1761 in 2019, not doubling at all. It's still at flat levels. So, this goes to show you that some areas in the United States have higher levels of inventory versus here local. Real estate has always been local, and as far as it goes, not that I'm a pessimist, but the reality is there's limited inventory here. So if you're looking to sell a house, hey, reach out to me. Let me help you get that property sold. Yeah, in a nutshell there, you would have to understand your towns or your city's regulations and laws regarding being a landlord or tenant. Many places ask you to take a class within the first year of being a landlord there to understand the rules that go on and all the things that you would need to, confront that year that you are doing the landlording, you could say. Also, on top of that as well, you would have to just maintain property requirements, right? You would have to go through an inspection, make sure that the property is safe and habitable. Obviously, you want to make sure not only to have those inspections passed before you start renting, but also keep that same standard throughout, as inspection will be forthcoming after that. As well, you want to register the property with the town or village, the city, and obviously understand how to screen tenants. And on top of that too, the pricing, the business side of things, right? You want to know how much a property can rent for and if it is going to be beneficial to your bottom line. Okay, so if you want more information on that, obviously reach out to me.